Welcome back, guys. It's Matt with Axiom Reviews. Today's music video reaction, NF Paralyzed. So following the current trend of my NF journey, the next song that was predominantly requested by everyone was Paralyzed. Like I said, I've been wanting to see just how versatile of a musician he is. I know he's not just a rapper, not just an MC, not just a lyricist. He's also just an overall musician, and a lot of people have told me that. So they told me to listen to Paralyzed, to react to it, and give my take on how I see him as an artist after this, because most everything that I've seen from my prior reaction videos is him coming in hard and him bringing a serious message and bringing in absolutely zero subpar lyrics. So I'm excited to see what this one has, and let's get to it. Side note, I love just that small piano set going through, and then with the background vocals, it really puts out kind of a somber tone. Like, we don't know what to expect, but you know it's going to be more on the heartfelt side. You can feel it's going to be kind of heartfelt. At least that's what I'm expecting based off what I'm hearing.
When did I become so numb? When did I lose myself? All the words that leave my tongue feel like they came from someone else. I'm paralyzed.
All right, so him talking about who have I become, these words that are being spoken, it feels like it's coming from someone else. With everything that NF has gone through when he was younger, and from knowing from how hard he works with that, with what he's doing with his career as a rap artist, and with the lyrics that he puts out, and then the message that he put out with his song Mansion, of him pretty much barricading himself in this mental mind block, his mental house, that kind of he's still partially, either fully to most people, but still partially to everyone else, in isolation mentally and emotionally, that he's so segmented off. And you compile that on top of with what he's doing, with how hard he's working, what he's doing with his rap career, it's easy to get lost and lose yourself. Not in a good way, not in a bad way. No, I'm not saying to drugs or the party life or that, or due to fame, just in overall with that history, the past that he has, and with how hard he's working. It's important to keep that mental and emotional and physical health while doing this, because you can lose yourself in your work. You can lose yourself in your own mind, especially if you're doing something like NF, where your work is related directly to the pain that you've dealt with over the years, from external abuse to internal trauma to life events. It's very easy to get lost in the sauce, and not in a good way.
Someone else. I'm paralyzed. Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things I know I should. I'm paralyzed. Where is the real me? I'm lost and it kills me inside. I'm paralyzed.
He has a great voice. Like, props to NF. Like, not just being a rapper and a lyricist, but he actually has a good voice. Like, he's solid.
I'm paralyzed.
So him talking about where's that person that I once know, where's the old me, where's the me that I know, and that person must have left, and it's to the point, sometimes when you lose yourself to that point, you can end up becoming someone that you don't even recognize. You look in the mirror and you're like, who is that? Who's that person looking back at me? They may be me, but that's not me. And in the process of that, you losing yourself, the real you, the of what makes the essence of who you are, becomes numb. It can make you emotionally numb to everything else. And seeing that he's talking about, who am I? Where am I? Where's me? Like, I'm here, but I'm not here. And the person that is here doesn't feel a thing. I'm paralyzed. I'm numb. I've lost my emotion to everything. Who am I? And essentially, who in the hell does this?
With all my faith, I'm paralyzed. Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things. I know I should. I'm paralyzed. Where is the real me? I'm lost and it kills me inside. I'm paralyzed. I'm paralyzed. I'm scared to live, but I'm scared to die. And if life is pain, then I buried mine a long time ago, but it's still alive. And it's
Like he says, if it's that he's scared to live, but he's scared to die, he's in that in between. It's that, and I think that touches base on, his song "Mansion," with him barricading himself in that house. Still, like, he has all these walls up, and in doing so, he said that fear crept in. Fear came into his house. He developed that fear to want to let people in, to expel that fear, to step back out, to live. But naturally, it's hard to find anyone that truly doesn't have a fear to die, especially to die without a cause, without a purpose, without leaving some form of legacy, without some form of them to live on. And him being barricaded in the house, he's scared to live, and then still being barricaded in that house, like, he doesn't want to go out, like he doesn't want to die, so he's kind of stuck in this limbo phase.
but I'm scared to die. And if life is pain, then I buried mine a long time ago, but it's still alive. And it's taking over me, where am I? I wanna feel something, I'm numb inside, but I don't feel nothing, I wonder why. I'm in the race of life and time passed by. Look, I sit back and I watch it, hands in my pockets, waves come crashing over me, but I just watch them. I just watch them. I'm underwater, but I feel like I'm on top of it. I'm at the bottom, but I don't know what the problem is.
I'm underwater, but I feel like I'm on top of it. I like that play on words. Naturally, the term being underwater, being so emotionally sunk in under pressure. You're the weight of the world is bearing down on you with what he's doing, his career, his responsibilities, his past, everything. It's bearing on, but it's saying that he feels like he's on top of it, and saying I'm at the bottom and I don't know what the problem is. Like saying I may be on top of it, but I'm still under all this water. I'm at the bottom. I'm at the bottom of this ocean, bottom of this lake, this pool. All that water pressure, all that pressure's on me, and I don't know what the problem actually is. I like that.
I just watch them. I'm underwater, but I feel like I'm on top of it. I'm at the bottom, but I don't know what the problem is. I'm in a box, but I'm the one that locked me in. Suffocating and I'm running out of oxygen.
I'm in a box, but I'm the one who locked me in. Suffocating and I'm running out of oxygen. That can go two ways. I'm in a box, I'm suffocating, running out of oxygen, which, say a small box, a coffin. Like you're digging your own grave. You're not who you are, you're digging your own grave. But also with I'm in a box, I'm the one who locked me in. That like I said prior, that goes directly with Mansion. What's like I said in my last video, in Mansions, what is a house? In his mansion, what is a mansion? It's walls. It's a box. You're walling yourself off, you're boxing yourself in emotionally and mentally from people as a form of temporary protection, but it can deem not beneficial in the long run. And that's what this touches base on, that he's in a box, but he's the one that put himself in there, and he's running out of oxygen and suffocating him.
But I don't know what the problem is. I'm in a box, but I'm the one that locked me in. Suffocating and I'm running out of oxygen. Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things. I know I
I do like how in this musical piece right here, this sort of chorus, I guess you could say, that he has kind of an overlay of his own voice, saying, "Where are my feelings? I no longer feel things." But then he has kind of an echoed kind of, not a scream, but an echoed like kind of a shout, not at the top of his lungs, but still loud, like he's shouting them, and it sounds echoed. So it's like, it got some reverb. So it's like he's in like an empty auditorium or an empty hall or an empty big room, and he's yelling, like, I'm overlaying on top of what his vocals are saying, overlaying that I'm just so paralyzed, I have no feelings. Like he's like it's the battle in his mind. It's like he's two people. He's in search, trying to find his feelings, trying to figure out who he is. But meanwhile, the other part of him that's still not even him is just angry, that shouting that he's so paralyzed, that he's so numb. And I like the different dynamic between the two, especially with something of more of a slow chorus, like lyrically wise, especially for him. I really like that he's taken this slower tone to it to really bring out that feeling of emotion, while also still giving a dual set of emotions. That piano still, that intro and then the ending. Phenomenal. I especially loved how that very end, how I was just talking about the dueling kind of emotions, how that very last bit, how they both channeled in from going two different directions and they just rejoined to "I'm Paralyzed." And you could hear that both those tonations came in lyrically together. And it wasn't just merged, like he actually he sang it in one half, sang it in the other half, and merged it. And it really had a beautiful ending to that. And this song definitely hits me. I feel his music is designed to connect with people. Anyone can connect to this. I'm sure, I don't know anyone on the face of this earth that hasn't done something or been in a point in their life where when they're under pressure and the responsibilities life bears down on them, and they make personality changes to cope with it, and they lose a bit of themselves. They lose themselves in whatever they're doing. And it's so easy to lose yourself and lose the essence of who you are and what you're about, and in certain life dynamics and certain forms of social pressures, and especially in certain forms of your background, like NF with him, him being abused, him losing his mother to drugs, all that. It's very easy for certain pressures and triggers to make you lose yourself, to make you can become someone that you're not, or someone you told yourself you would never be. And that's why I feel like this song definitely can connect with multitude of people, if not anyone that listens to this. And also, bravo to NF. Like, that was a beautiful song. That was phenomenal. Like, I didn't think he put stuff out like this. I've watched Therapy Session, I've watched Intro, I've watched Mansion, and they all have a certain just hard emotion to it in different aspects, all of them, but very strong and fast lyrically. So many different dual and triple meanings, and almost to the point where it's like you can lose your own brain while you're trying to listen to it and try to pick up on what he's saying, like what's his connotation, what's his meaning. But this one it was very direct, very smooth. The flow was just soft and very well spoken, and that background music of the piano, and especially that wispy kind of voice, that wispy vocalization in the background, it really added kind of an airy ambience to it, like spaciness, like the spaciness that people can get in their head when they're lost in thought, when they're lost in themselves. Which which knowing who NF is, I think that was completely 100%, 200% done on purpose. he did that solely for that reason. He critiques his work down with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, he knows what he's saying. He knows how it's going to be, how his music's going to come across. He's way too calculated for it to just happen to sound like that or happen to come across like that. Like, bravo NF. I absolutely love that song. Still going down more into the rabbit hole, and yeah, it's beautiful work. Oh my gosh, that was gorgeous. All right, guys, so that was my music video reaction to NF's Paralyzed. I loved it. I think it was absolutely phenomenal. As I've said in prior videos, I'm going down the NF journey, the NF rabbit hole. I'm going to continue doing these songs. I'm going to continue reviewing him lyrically, watching his music videos, reacting to him. I'm going to be doing a lot more music on top of that as well, of other genres and other artists. If you guys like this video, click the like button, hit subscribe for future videos, and also any music videos you guys want me to review, not just NF, any genre. I love them all. You guys know this. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you guys want me to watch, review, react to, movie reviews, movie trailer reviews, music video reactions. Let me know. I want to keep doing this. I want to keep feeding you guys. But that's it, guys. I'll see y'all next time.